Hello students, welcome back to the session. Today we are going to complete the explanation of lesson number 9, that is we are going to learn the last part of this lesson, reproduction in animals. Yesterday we have learned about metamorphosis in animals. Today we are going to learn about asexual reproduction. We learned that in the beginning of the lesson there are two types of reproduction, sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. So first part of the lesson dealing with sexual reproduction. Now the last part is about asexual reproduction. So far we learned about the reproduction in some familiar animals. Now, but there are very small animals like hydra, amoeba, etc. There in their body that asexual reproduction occurs because most of them are very small single-celled organisms. So their body undergoes some changes or say division of the cells and produce asexual reproduction method only. So we are going to learn about it. So in asexual reproduction method, the production of new organisms is only by one parent. It does not require two sexes, male and female. There are many forms of asexual reproduction now that we are going to discuss in the next paragraph. See, first is budding in hydra. This is the picture given in your textbook. So you see, this is the parent hydra, and you can see a small swollen portion which is called bud on its body wall. And you see in the second picture that bud has grown and it is somewhat growing just like the parent with other parts. And the third picture, see, it is fully grown just like the parent organism. After that it is separate from the body of the parent and it grows into a new hydra. This is called budding in hydra. Now we are going to learn more detail about it in the next paragraph. In hydra, there may be one or more bulges. These bulges are the developing new individuals and they are called buds. Recall the presence of buds in yeast. In hydra too, the new individuals develop as outgrowths from a single parent. This type of reproduction in which only a single parent is involved is called asexual reproduction. Since new individuals develop from the buds in hydra, this type of asexual reproduction is called budding. In budding, new organism grows in the form of a bulb-like projection called a bud from the parent organism. It grows and eventually break away from the parent. In yeast and hydra, the budding takes place. They reproduce by budding. In hydra, a bud appears on the body wall. Then it grows into a complete hydra. And after 1 or 2 days, it separates from the parent hydra and grows as an independent hydra. So this process, as it is the new individual develop from the buds of the parent's body, this type of asexual reproduction is called budding. Now we are going to learn another type of asexual reproduction that is happening in amoeba. See the second paragraph. You already learned about the structure of amoeba. You will recall that amoeba is a single-celled organism. It begins the process of reproduction by the division of its nucleus into two nuclei. This is followed by division of its body into two, each part receiving a nucleus. Finally, two amoebae are produced from one parent amoeba. So what is happening in amoeba? In amoeba, we know that amoeba is a single-celled organism and it is having a nucleus in the center and then cytoplasm and cell membrane, which you have learned in the beginning of this lesson. So in amoeba, what is happening? One celled organism is dividing into two. That is, amoeba is already a single celled organism. So that one cell is divided into two cells and those two cells are becoming two independent individuals. So in amoeba, nucleus first divide into two equal parts. Then the cytoplasm also divide into two parts, each part receiving one nucleus. The two daughter amoebae thus formed grow and attain full size before splitting again. And finally, what happened? Here fission is happening, that is one is splitting into two, so it is called a binary fission. Binary means what? Two. So one cell is dividing into two cells, so that is why this method is called a binary fission. So fission refers the division of a cell into two parts. So this is the simplest type of asexual reproduction which is seen in amoeba and paramecium. So in binary fission, fully grown parent splits into two halves, producing two new cells, and each cell grow as an independent individual. See, the organisms of this type for undergoes binary fission. Why? Because one cell is dividing into two. Binary I explained already two. You can see it very clearly in the picture. See, first A starting. See, this is the amoeba, this is the nucleus and cytoplasm and cell wall. Now in second stage, what is happening? The nucleus is dividing into two nuclei. So one nucleus is splitting into two nuclei, and after that what is happening? Slowly both the nucleus move to the opposite sides, and the cytoplasm also divide into two parts. You can see it. See, and the last stage, what is happening? It breaks up and split here, and each one grow as an independent organism. So from one cell started, then it became two cells. That is why it is called a binary fission, just like a multiplication like that, 1 into 2, 2 into 4, like that. So two daughter amoebae are born. This is called a binary fission in amoeba. Now, next is the very interesting story of Dolly the clone. See what is given here. Cloning is the production of an exact copy of a cell or another living part or a complete organism. Cloning of an animal was successfully performed for the first time by Ian Wilmot and his colleagues at Roslin Institute in Edinburgh, Scotland. They successfully cloned a sheep named Dolly, and Dolly was born on 5th July 1996 and was the first mammal to be cloned. That is, scientists done various experiments. Then on 27th February, 1997, an article was published in Science magazine. Nature caused flutter in scientific world. What happened? It talked about the remarkable success achieved by scientist Dr. Wilmot and his colleagues. What happened there? A baby sheep named Dolly was developed from a cell taken from the mammary gland of the female sheep. Here you can see the picture of first one, Finn Dorset sheep, and second one is another type of sheep, that is Scottish blackface ewe, and the third one is the sheep Dolly, which is the cloned sheep. Now see the next, the remaining given in the next. What is happening here in cloning? During the process of cloning, Dolly, a cell was collected from the mammary gland of the female Finn Dorset sheep, that is of the first sheep which was given in the figure. Then simultaneously an egg was obtained from the Scottish blackface ewe, that is from the second sheep. The nucleus was removed from the egg, and then the nucleus of the mammary gland cell from the Finn Dorset sheep was inserted into the egg of the Scottish blackface ewe, whose nucleus had been removed. Then the egg thus produced was implanted into the Scottish blackface ewe. That is, the egg is implanted in the uterus of the second sheep. Then the development of this egg followed normally, and finally Dolly was born. Though Dolly was given birth by Scottish blackface ewe, it was found to be absolutely identical to Finn Dorset sheep from which the nucleus was taken. Since the nucleus from the egg of Scottish blackface Eve was removed, Dolly did not show any character of the Scottish blackface Eve. And Dolly was a healthy clone of the Finn Dorset sheep and produced several offspring of her own through normal sexual means. But unfortunately, Dolly died on 14th February 2003 due to certain lung diseases. So what happened here? Here, one cell was collected from the mammary gland of the first sheep, that is Finn Dorset sheep, and then one egg was taken from the second Scottish blackface sheep, and the egg from the egg nucleus was removed, and the nucleus of the mammary gland cell of the first sheep was inserted into the egg of the second sheep's egg. Then after that, the egg was produced, implanted in the second sheep, and it was developed, and normally, finally, Dolly the sheep was born. And Dolly was not having any characteristics of the second sheep, and she shows all the characteristics of the first Scottish first sheep only, Finn Dorset sheep. So like that, a healthy sheep was born by the cloning process, and Dolly died on 14 February 2003 due to certain lung disease. These several attempts have been made to produce cloned animals, but many of them die before birth or after birth. And the cloned animals are also having many abnormalities or some unusual things or some problems like that than the real ones. So we will conclude today's session here. The lesson is completed. All of you have to read the lesson. We will conclude today's video here. Thank you.